This is John Pitsch, owner of Maximus Fitness Centers, along with my wife Sarah Pitsch.
I'm 7 days out from the North Americans. I currently weigh about 220 pounds. I'm in a calorie deficit, a depleted state, definitely lower on the carbs right now. And I am flat, a little flat, but I should be right now. It doesn't matter what I look like right now, but what I look like on show day. I'm 5'10", and the last show I did was the Western Michigan last November, where I won the overall. And I'm getting ready for North Americans in 7 days. And today we just got done doing some delts and arms.
Go ahead and take us through your workout, the movements, and what you like about it.
Yeah, today it was just a higher volume, low rest workout, more for the pump. At this point, you're definitely not growing. You're just trying to lean out, get all the fat off, and bring out the definition, striations, dry out. You start to dry out at this point. Really, you don't really dry out to the last couple of days, but I'm already drying out. We started with shoulders. We did some side lateral raises first to work on the medial delt, get that shoulder to pop. Then we did some front lateral raises, working on the front part of the shoulder, the anterior part of the delt. Then we did the rear delts. We did some rear delt dumbbell flies, which works on that posterior delt, the back of the delt, so you get the full shape of the shoulder. Shoulders are really important in bodybuilding. They make you wider, they give you that width, and having a good shoulder base is definitely important. We didn't do any shoulder presses today. At this point in the game, as dry as I am, as lean as I am, start to get some joint pain, hitting the heavier weights, gets more dangerous. You can rip tendons, rip muscles. You got to be real careful. That's why I work on the mind-muscle connection and just that pump. In bodybuilding, the most important part for building a physique is the pump. Unlike powerlifting, where you just get the weight up anyway, hit that heavy weight. But then we went into the arms. We hit biceps first. We did just some standing dumbbell curls, just to warm up the biceps. It's just an overall just dumbbells, squeezing the dumbbell at the top. Then we went into preacher bench curls, which is an isolated movement. We actually did some wide grip and some close grip preacher bench easy bar curls. The wide grip curl helps with the mass of the bicep, the meat. It really gets into the overall thickness and size of the bicep. Then we did the close grip. We did some close grip too, which helps to bring out the peak of the bicep, get that bicep to peak. Then we did some reverse curls. The reverse curls help with forearms, the brachialis of the bicep, thickness of the bicep really hits the forearm. Then we laid down on the incline bench, flat, and we did some twisting dumbbell curls. That also helps with the peak of the bicep, really get, especially for the rear double bicep shot. When you hit that rear double bicep, you want that bicep to peak. And that's a really good movement. What's really important in that movement and all the movements is squeezing it at the top and pulling that pinky over to get that real good bicep squeeze, and then also the isolation of the bicep. I think that's all we did for biceps. I don't think I missed anything there. And then we went into triceps. Only did by this point I was getting depleted. Was really feeling it. I really had good energy for today. For some reason, before this, I actually did a still photo shoot, and then had the video shoot, but still had some pretty good energy. When we went into the triceps, we started off with the rope tricep extensions, really squeezing at the bottom with the rope. This is just a mind-muscle connection, really squeezing, trying to bring out all three heads of the tricep. It's more of an isolation move to warm the tricep up. Then we went into some dips. The dips is a real good mass movement for triceps. I did my dips inverted. I didn't do the standard tricep dip. I actually had my hands inverted, which really works the outside head of the tricep. It's a little bit harder, a little bit different. And then we've actually finished up with skull crushers. I like to do skull crushers towards the end. The skull crusher can be hard on the joints. So usually we warmed up, you're a little bit weaker towards the end. So we finished up with the skull crushers. I did a little bit of close grip presses. I did a shorter range of motion at the top end. At the top end, it's more tricep. So I did that shorter range of motion. When we did those preacher bench curls too, we did a few negatives. I had Rohan go ahead and pull down on it, some good negatives. Guys that want to get their biceps sore, it's hard to get biceps sore, but that negative really helps to target the bicep.
What's your diet like going into this show as opposed to the last one?
You know, the diet wasn't a whole lot different for the North Americans as far as for the Western. You know, definitely. You know, in the beginning, I mean, I started about 33 weeks out with only one cheat meal a week. Then about 9 weeks out, we pulled the cheat meal, no cheat meals. But early on, you know, really 33 weeks out. I mean, it wasn't until probably the last 3 weeks I started getting really hungry in the diet, which I prefer. In the off season, you know, I'm doing apple juice. I'm doing, you know, steak and salmon and lots of rice, potatoes, lots of food, just lots and lots of food, all clean food. So much food that I had a hard time eating all the food. But I did it. I remember at night, I have a second job doing security at night, 4 in the morning. One of my last meals, I think I was eating a lean ground turkey with some salad, I think maybe 9 ounces or something like that. And I literally would look at it, I would push the food away because I was so full I didn't want to eat it. And I literally would take it, and it would take me a while to eat it, but I always ate it. You know, I was 100% this whole prep, with the exception, I did get sick for 3 days. And didn't eat. I was off for about 3 days where I ate a little bit of soup and just couldn't eat. But, you know, really it's been a higher carb, very low fat, and all clean food. The only protein shake I do is right after my workout. Earlier on, I was doing a casein protein shake before bed, but it's all clean food. But, you know, now, even when I had my cheat meals, I wasn't even hungry for the cheat meal because I was so full. But, you know, to put on that size and that mass, you got to do it with clean food. I mean, the clean food is it's quality food. It's what's going to help the muscle grow, and going to give you that crazy line and details when it comes showtime.
How about cardio?
Cardio was a little bit different. Usually I don't do lots and lots of cardio. This prep, I went up to 35 minutes a day, which is high for me. Typically, I think the last prep I went up to 30 minutes, so it's not too much different. I did a little bit more cardio, but towards the end, I don't know, the last few weeks I've been, I mean, the cardio has cut back to 25 minutes now, and I do the step mill, though, for the full 25 minutes. So usually I ride the bike. I prefer the bike. My wife, Sarah, suggested that I do the step mill to bring out my hams and the glutes, and it seems to be working. She did it getting ready for her show, and it really helped to tighten up her hams and glutes, and it's really the last thing I'm waiting to come in is my hams and my glutes, and but everything's coming in nicely.
Go ahead and tell us a little bit about working with George Farah for the show. Tell us what that experience has been like.
Yeah, working with George. George really knows his stuff. He, you know, the food, the nutrition, the supplements, you know, any questions I have, you know, basically I send him updates once a week. When it gets close to the show, I talk to him a little bit more, you know, through email, text message, and really he just, you know, it's basically cut and dry. I send him my pictures. I send him my weight in the morning, and off my morning weight and my pictures, he shoots back the program, and you know, he knows his stuff. I just follow the program. When I do have a question, he gets right back to me. Something going on. You know, this prep has been a little bit hard. You know, we moved our home residence. We're moving the gym, running a business. I sliced open my calf doing security. I'm working my second job. I didn't have a second job. Just, you know, family of 5. Bodybuilding's expensive. You know, for that extra money. But I actually sliced my calf. Taking out the trash, doing security, and had to get stitches, but it's all healed up. But yeah, it's been definitely a higher stress prep. Hopefully that stress, you know, didn't hurt me. That stress can be your worst enemy. You got to manage that stress. But George says, if you're focused, if you're 100% focused, it will all pass. And life always happens, and I just feel lucky and blessed to be able to do this prep and be able to do it. Not everybody is able to do this. So George has been great to work with. I got no complaints. All the coaches over the years I've worked with have been great. Mike Vrujink, Tom Platz, Tricky Jackson. I've worked with a lot of different people over the years, and I've always pulled something from some of them. I coach people, and I gather all that knowledge, and it just makes you better. As far as if you're always willing to learn, it's Maximus Fitness. My wife and I own it and run it and operate it. We train people, and we're full owner operators. There's not many hardcore gyms at all nationwide. You just can't find them. I mean, there's some really, really good hardcore gyms. Metroflex, I think, Dana Lynn Bailey and her husband Rob, they have a hardcore gym, but you really don't see too many hardcore bodybuilding gyms. The gyms nowadays are more please the masses, give you some donuts, give you some Tootsie Rolls, make you happy. But that doesn't, sure, we'll have some food here and there, but it's not our business model. Our business model is to train hard. It's an athlete's gym. It's a bodybuilding gym. And, we're actually in the process of moving 2 minutes up the road, and the new location is going to be even more hardcore. It's going to be industrial. It's going to be a newer hardcore style gym. We're going to have an actual posing room. Next summer, I'd like to have I'm planning on putting an outdoor section where you can train outside. And, we play good music. I have our members, I tell them do whatever you need to do, to put size on, grunting, making noise, that doesn't bother me. I'm probably I can be one of the loudest ones training myself. Taking your shirt off, flexing a little bit, go ahead. I mean, I pose in my posing suit up front right by the window, 28th Street. It's who we are. I had Rohan Duncan outside on the sidewalk before the Mr. Michigan posing in his posing suit on 28th Street. People were driving by honking, and we're just true to who we are. But we're an athlete's gym, hardcore gym, and if you try to be like everybody else, you're not going to survive. But we're passionate about what we do, and I'm really, really excited about the new location, and we're going to lay it out, and I'm going to put 100% focus and energy into the new location. We put a lot of focus and energy into our bodybuilding, and after the show, I want to put that same focus and energy into our new location, making it one of the best bodybuilding gyms in the nation.
And go ahead, anyone you like to thank, Bob?
Yeah, there's a lot of people I want to thank. First off, thank you, Jeff, for coming out and filming. It's nice to get exposure to the bodybuilders, the bodybuilding culture, what it's all about. I think a lot of people don't understand it. It is a unique culture and sport, but there's a lot of other sports that are unique too. I want to thank my workout partner, Rohan Duncan. He's been very, very supportive. All of us have our ups and our downs. Through the prep. All of the members at Maximus Fitness. Ian Sneezik, he made my posing song. Kelly Johnson, he's helped out with the prep, even helping me to get me through the show. Shane Meyer, another one sponsor, who Next Level Labs, they also helped me. These shows can be very expensive, so I've had people that have stepped up and helped out. Dave Burgess with 616 Studio Photography. I just did a photo shoot with him a couple hours ago, some still shots. He's very supportive. Has a great studio. Specializes in physique photo shoots. There's someone I'm forgetting here. My wife Sarah Pitsch. I don't know. Did I thank her yet? Probably not. Saving the best for last. But Sarah, she, the reason I'm bodybuilding is because of her. I probably wouldn't have taken it to this level, this stage, if it wasn't for her. When we started dating, she didn't even know about bodybuilding. She discovered bodybuilding through me. She asked me to do a show. I've already did some shows prior to meeting her. I did my first show, and she saw the girls, and she was like, "Wow, I want to do that." And she did it, and she won overall. She's top national competitor, top 10, done very, very good. And it's very important to have someone like that behind you. There's no way I could be doing this without her. So supportive, helping me to find good coaches. Even, I'm using George Farrow. I'm using Kenny Wallach as opposing coach. She said you should get a hold of Kenny. I mean, we literally do absolutely everything possible to do our best for what we do. I mean, like Phil, he says, if you're going to do it, give it your all or nothing. And, I can say for this prep, truly gave it your all. No matter how I place, I know standing on that stage, did everything possible. My wife, Sarah, she's a dreamer, going after your dreams. Huge thank you. She's my #1 fan. And yeah, just everybody at the gym, we have a huge atmosphere. There's people that come here, watch, supportive, Facebook, people always come. I mean, there's so many people I'm probably not even mentioning right now that are supportive, but all of that, honestly makes a huge difference. And, it's fun to be going after something, being a part of something, have a goal. I think that's what life's all about is going after your passion and your dreams and, motivating other people and sharing that experience.
Talk a little bit about what's it like being bodybuilder with your kids, bud.
Oh, yeah.
Good footage of you and your daughter.
Yeah, my kids also, I didn't even mention my kids, but, I should thank them also. But my kids, I got 3 of them. I got Elizabeth, she's 13. She just turned a teenager. She's in those teenage years. I have my son, Johnny. He's 7. He'll be 8 in December. Then my daughter, Lexi, she's 4 going on like 16, 17, but she's going to be 5 in October. But they support me. I mean, they believe in me so much. Dad, you're going to get that pro card. When I'm going to do my cardio, hey, Dad, go kill that cardio. Hey, Dad, strike a pose. They're just, my dad's the strongest guy around. Nobody can beat my dad. I mean, as a parent, your kids are so impressionable. They look up to you, and you are the world to them. And it's a lot of pressure, really. I really want to do good for them. And if you don't win, they don't understand how could you not win. But yeah, I wear. Actually, I took it off, but I have a bracelet my son gave me last Christmas. But definitely even Lexi coming over, that gives me energy. She comes over during my workout, asks me a question or wants that, or it's there's unspoken energy that makes you drive even harder, and my kids do that for me. Yeah, actually, email's another good way. My email's John, John, my last name Pitsch, P like Peter, ITSCH, the number 3 @gmail.com.